Hi, okay, so a bit of a different video for you today because I'm in Hoboken and I thought I'd share a little piece of me, the man behind the mask of the MacMaster, because I'm here in Hoboken and I thought I'd show you around and we'd go back to where I used to live on Jefferson Street. I've never really shown you where I used to live. I've been in Hoboken on the vlogs before. The very first video that I did was in Hoboken. It was in my apartment. I sold the apartment just before lockdown and moved back to the UK permanently, and I mean, I miss the apartment. It was wonderful. It was a great place. I made it really nice, and it was my home. And Sarah and Harriet used to come over, and my other children used to come over as well, and I had some great memories there. And I haven't been back since I closed the door on it and I sold it just before the lockdown. So I thought, do you know what, I'll go back and I'll take you guys with me. I'll show you around Hoboken as well. It's not really going to be the regular MacMaster video. You've got me, you've got Lee today. We're going to have a little wander around. No music, no camera walk-bys, and no food, no fish and chips. I'll show you a little bit of Hoboken, a few of my favourite places. It's a beautiful day and I'll take you guys with me. We're not even going to do an intro today. We're just going to have a wander over there now. We're going to head to the apartment first and then we'll walk up to Washington Street. I might even show you actually where Frank Sinatra was born as well. So come on. So Hoboken is a square mile. You've got your main drag at the top there, which is Washington Street, which has also got Carlo's Bakery on there. Cake Boss, if you used to watch that programme as well. The most famous person, though, who came from Hoboken was, of course, Frank Sinatra. He was born here. He was born a couple of streets back, I believe, from where I used to live. And there's a little star there as well. There's also a statue of him as well, which we'll have a wander up and take a look at. But yeah, I love this place. What a great little town. Well, it's a city, the city of Hoboken, which is 1 square mile. So that's Lisa's Italian Deli. I did a vlog on that years and years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. They do a magnificent meatball sandwich. Have a look back at that video. It's phenomenal. I used to go there all the time. Now, some of you may ask, why Hoboken? Well, Martin, the Silver Fox, because I came over to see Martin years and years ago. Fell in love with New York City. I thought it was amazing. It was like an adult playground. It was fantastic. And Martin said, because I said, oh, I want to buy here. And he said, well, why don't you buy in Hoboken? And it was an upcoming market at the time as well, and property prices were lower than in New York. So I got the PATH train and over to New Jersey, because this is in New Jersey. And as soon as I got off the PATH train, I fell in love with it. And it was like a smaller version of New York itself. It's just a great community. It's a fantastic little city, this is. And when you've been in the city of New York and you get off the PATH train, I used to get off back here to Hoboken and I'd breathe a sigh of relief. It'd be like, oh, because it's just a much calmer, really nice communal feeling. Everybody knows everybody here. I used to be, in fact, I can still walk down Washington Street and people say hi, Lee. It's a fantastic little place. They've got some great bars, great restaurants. It's got a fantastic view of New York City as well. Come on. So I used to live on 5th and Jefferson, and Hoboken is a grid system pretty much like over in New York. So you've got 1st Street up to, I can't remember what it's actually up to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 13, or I may be wrong on that one. Yeah, pop it in the comment section down below. And then you've got different names. You've got Jefferson, you've got Madison, you've got Park, and all the different names. We're on Park at the moment. We're now on 7th and Park. I lived on 5th and Jefferson. This is going to be quite emotional for me because I was a little bit tearful when I left, but and then the lockdown hit. So it all worked out fine. But I had a good 12 years there, a good 12 years. And I still feel at home in this city. I love Hoboken. So this church just here at Christmas, the whole of this lawn here is covered in Christmas trees. We'd come and get a Christmas tree from in there. I went and picked one up actually with Damien as well, my mate Damien. And it's fantastic. I mean, the seasons here, they really do make the most of them. Halloween, everyone dresses the houses up and the homes up. Same with Christmas as well. It's fantastic. I mean, look at it's like going back in time with some of these houses as well. It's just, what a great place. Right, coming up to Grand now. 6 and Grand. Now, some of you will ask, why did I leave if I loved it so much? Well, it was difficult because I had to keep travelling backwards and forwards, and I'd met Sarah when I'd had this place for a few years, and Sarah wanted to stay in the UK over in Leeds, and I did say try and come over here, but she didn't want that, so she said for the children it would be better being back in the UK. We'd got Harriet, so I kept travelling backwards and forwards all the time, and Sarah had come over as well. But and then we had James, and James came along, and we were planning James, so I just thought, do you know what, maybe it's just time to move on and let go. And there you go. And I haven't really looked back, and you can still visit the place, and it's great. And because of my job now as well, I'm flying all over the different places, filming places, so it worked out better. I think we're on Jefferson. No, we're on Adams now. Adams, that's it. And this used to be a great pizza place here, Dazino. Okay, so this is 6th and Jefferson, and I was between 5th and 6th. I can see the place up here. Used to have a blue door originally, and then they changed it. When Sandy hit, the whole place flooded, the basement flooded. I lost some bikes that I had down there, and wow, quite emotional. I'll show you the building now. Next door but 2 to it, there used to be a great diner called Diana's Diner, and in there the owner was best mates with Mike Tyson, because they both raced pigeons, and I met Mike Tyson in Diana's Diner, and that's now gone. And that's, wow, there's a different new building next door to it now as well. Here we go, 512 Jefferson, where I used to live, and I was on the 3rd floor, and they've still got my blinds up by the looks of it. That's strange. They've still got my name on the buzzer. They've not even moved it. I designed them as well and printed them out with a little arrow on it. Wow. Lee A. Davey. They've still not removed my name. Oh, it's getting a bit tearful. I tell you what, the inside of the apartment, I'll put some pictures on now, was absolutely fantastic. I think I got a green wall. It was decorated really, really nice. It was a 1 bed. So there was a bedroom, and then inside you've got the kitchen and the living room. It was 1 room as well, and you've got the bathroom. It was a very small apartment, but it got a balcony out the back, which was a fire escape really. But beautiful. I'd made it really, really nice, and I was a bit OCD. It was very, very tidy, I have to say. Anyway, let's keep wandering around. But wow, can't believe they've still got my name on the buzzer. Right, let's have a wander down towards 5th and Jefferson, hang a right, and I'll show you where Frank Sinatra was born. I think his star should still be there. It's a bit sad really, because there's just a star on the sidewalk, but they have put an actual monument, a statue of him up now. But he didn't like the place. He never had good things to say about Hoboken, but back then it was a totally different place to what it is now. You basically got everybody in here buying all the buildings up, all the realtors buying the building up, and the estate agents, realtors, and making the place. It's a bit yuppified now. Back then, I think it was a bit more of a dangerous place. Anyway, let's find this store. I think I need to go down this one actually. Ah, what happened to this? This used to be a pizza place as well on the corner. Is it still a pizza place? Are they doing it up? Used to be owned by somebody out of The Sopranos. Looks like it's being renovated. Used to be a good pizza place as well. Right, let's find this store. So you find that a lot of the property developers are buying the old buildings, building new ones, and charging a fortune for them now. This is a really, really expensive place now. The prices are just going up and up and up because you can get into the city if you take the bus down, take the bus uptown. You can get into the city in less than 10 minutes, or you can take the PATH train downtown and be, well, you could be at, I think the first stop was Christopher, was it? I can't remember what it was. Christopher, then 9th or whatever. But you could basically be in the city again. You could be in Midtown within 10 to 15 minutes. Right, where is this store? I don't know if I've gone the wrong way here. It should be here somewhere. Might have to go back that way. Right, I've just checked. It is back that way. 415 apparently, Monroe. So not too far away. It was literally, virtually not far off, right behind where I used to live. So they've actually moved it. It used to be on the sidewalk, but now they've actually, well, they've built a new building here. So, and it's called Frank's Place. Here, take a look. Wow, a lot better than it used to be, because it used to be I think there was an empty lot there, and then because I think the original place where he was born originally burnt down years ago. This place next door as well, all boarded up and bought out, ready to be new buildings. Wow, the whole place is changing. The whole place is changing. New generations. Anyway, let's go, I'm not going to say onwards because that's a MacMaster thing. Let's go and have a look at, walk towards Washington Street, and I'll show you a few bars and restaurants, and we'll also try and have a look at the statue of Frank Sinatra as well. Hope you're enjoying this. If you are enjoying it, it's a little bit of a different video. As I say, there's no music, there's no camera walk-bys, it's just me, Lee, you and a camera. It's exploring, having a little mooch around. Now there's a place here as well, Augie's Fine Wines. That was the liquor store that I used to go to. And here is Fiore's Deli, famous for their mutts, which is mozzarella. And I did a video on that as well. Take a look back at that one. This is getting thirsty work. I'm spitting feathers, as my dad used to say. I'm gonna have to get a water or something from a deli or something, or I don't know, a shop or whatever. God blimey. Right, where are we now? There used to be a park up here as well. There's a few parks in Hoboken, little parks, and people go to walk the dogs, etc. Lots of churches. It's just great. Lots. Washington Street is the main street, though. Also, by the way, a few other little facts about Hoboken. There used to be a bar called, I'm trying to think what it was. Was it Maxwell? No, it wasn't. Was it Maxwell's? I think it might have been Maxwell's. And the Boss has played there. Bruce Springsteen. Nirvana played there. Justin Timberlake played there. It's also supposedly, I may be wrong on this one, I was told that it was also the birthplace of the Zipper and the soft ice cream. but I can't clarify them facts. Any other information about Hoboken, pop it in the comments section down below. Oh wow, God, it's getting hot. Talking of ice creams, Mr. Softy ice cream. A Mr. Softy ice cream van. I think I might have to have an ice cream and a bottle of water. This is Church Square Park, by the way. Lovely little park, bandstand in there, tables where you can play chess as well, bring your own chess pieces and sit down. There's little concrete tables, there's a play area for children there. Harriet used to go in there all the time. Absolutely fantastic. Right, got my ice cream. It took me ages though. He said, do you want it in a cup? I said, a cone. A cup? I said, a cone. Cup? Cone? I'm thinking, is it a different thing here in the States? I can't remember exactly. I mean, a cone's a cone, isn't it? Maybe it's a cornet or something, I don't know. O'Neill's bar there, which is a bar that I used to frequent a few times. Right, I got a bottle of water and this ice cream. $6.60. It's good though. Right, burrito place here as well. So that place there used to be 6 Stars Pizza, I believe, and it used to be snided out with rats. So I was told. It was a bit dirty. I did have a slice of pizza from there once, and I never went back. Empire Tea, great tea place. They do have a selection of English teas in there as well, but they never had Yorkshire. I don't know. Call themselves a tea shop. Right, what have we got here? Flower Studios and a little chocolate place. The windows look a little bit dated though, don't they? It's like going back to the 1970s. Right, so this is Washington Street, the main street in Hoboken. We'll have a wander up and down. I'm not going to walk the length of it because it is like a mile from start to finish, and I've got to get over to the city. But I'll show you a few of the shops, have a little mooch around and have a look. Lots of pizza places, lots of restaurants, clothing stores, bars as well. It really is. It's gorgeous, especially in summer. Everybody's sat outside eating and drinking. There's a nice wine bar at the end as well. It's a great place. Right, come on. So over the road there you got Karma Cafe, which is an Indian restaurant that I used to go to all the time. I did a video on that. It appears in one of my videos. I can't remember which one. Maybe you guys will know. Pop it in the comment section down below. But I loved it there. Absolutely amazing Indian food. And I used to go there pretty much all the time because my cooking is not the best, I have to say. What have we got here? Got the dentist here as well. Hi. Laughing at me talking to a camera, you know, got to go with it when it's your job, haven't you? Initially, when I first did the first video, my ever first video was here in Hoboken, and I have to say I was really nervous at the time talking to the camera. Stan's Sporting Goods there as well. You can get some Hoboken merch there, but now I really don't care. Doesn't matter, it's a job, isn't it? I mean, they probably think I'm a nutter, but they wouldn't be far wrong. Kung Fu Tea, Jefferson's Coffee, Warby Parker, which is an optician there as well, and then here is O'Bagel. Now this place I've spent many an evening in for many years, because it used to be Stinky Sullivan's Irish bar, but it's now a bagel place. So this place is Benetadino's, which is the home of the largest slice of pizza. It's absolutely... Oh wow, look at these fighter jets. Wow, it's absolutely huge, the slice of pizza. I did a review on it as well. Have a look back at that one as well. It was massive, a massive slice. Have to say though, lots of flop, not the best pizza. Maybe the largest slice, but not the best. What I always find amusing over here in America is the realtors, estate agents, always on everything they do, put a picture of themselves on there. And then when you meet them, they never look like that at all. It's like they've been highly photoshopped. I mean, just take a look at this one. And they've always got bright white teeth. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, I'm not saying it. I'll leave that to the MacMaster. Come on, let's get a move on. So that's Amanda's, beautiful restaurant. Not the cheapest restaurant, but very, very nice. If you want to take your loved one out for an evening meal. What have we got there? New restaurant there as well. Wow, everybody's just sat outside. It's fantastic. Washington Street is great in summer. I'm not going to walk too much further. Right at the end is the Hudson Tea Building, which is now apartments. And before I bought my apartment, I actually put a deposit on an apartment overlooking Manhattan, and then changed my mind at the last time because there was 2 sets of management fees or something. I thought, how much? I'm not paying that. So I chose a smaller apartment, which I was pleased with. So the green bar over there that you've just seen is Elysian Cafe. Nice little bar as well. Nice place to go for a drink. There is so many bars and restaurants here in Hoboken, and it is a great place. It's just got a nice vibe about it. What's that? Props. Looks like they're filming a movie there. Okay. It's all blocked off. Be interesting to see what movie they're filming. They've got I can see they've got the cameras out. Somebody walking down the street there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I love it when I'm intrigued, and I like to be nebby. They're always filming in Hoboken. There's a lot of movies actually made here. If you go online, you'll see which ones as well. They use it as a backdrop quite a lot. In fact, you're always seeing famous people here. There's a guy called Danny Aiello, who's passed away now sadly, and he owned a pasta place here called Tudor Pasta, which is gone. That went many years ago, but he originally owned it and he was always in there. And I walked by one day and I was literally just walking outside, and I always used to say hi to Danny. In fact, he was in the video for Papa Don't Preach with Madonna. He was the dad, but he was sat there, and I said, oh, hi Danny, and opposite him was Al Pacino, and I did a double take. It was crazy. It was mad. There you go. Right, let's see what else we've got down here, then we'll turn around, go on the opposite side of the road and head back towards the park. Have a look at the Frank Sinatra statue, look at the skyline as well of New York. Hope you're enjoying this little trip. I think this was this Maxwell's over the road there? Originally, it's now a seafood place. And also, I'm not sure whether it was actually. Yes, it may be. No, I think it was Maxwell's that. It's now a seafood place, and also the birthplace of baseball. The very first baseball game was played here. Can I get over here without getting knocked over? There we go. Here we go. Look, the first baseball game. Have a look at this. There you go. And also at Maxwell's, Justin Timberlake filmed his video, Turn Back the Night. So have a look at that one and you'll see Maxwell's on there. Right, I think we'll walk over the road now and then go back up, back downtown and show you the view. And wow, what a view it is. And it's a great day today. It's beautiful blue skies, nice and warm. Not too warm because we're in May when I'm filming this. And in summer it used to get insanely hot. You'd walk out and your clothes would just stick to you. So that building that you've just seen there at the end of Washington is the Hudson T building. That's the one that I initially put a deposit on to move into. Beautiful building and great views, but the maintenance costs or whatever it is that you have to pay each year, absolutely outrageous, and there was like 2 of them. Here we go. Right, let's cross over and then walk back downtown towards the path and show you some of these views. I'm actually really enjoying sharing my past with you and not being the MacMaster for a change and just being me. I've got to say, when I first came over here to buy a place, I got off the PATH train, I went to a realtor's and I went in and I saw a guy originally, I don't know who he was, it was on Washington Street, and I says, oh, I want to buy a place here, I'm from England, blah blah blah, can you give me a call? And he never even called me back. I thought, that's a bit odd. So I went to a place called Remax and met a guy there called Paul Della. Now Paul, I know you watch because we're still very good friends on Facebook as well, and I can never pronounce his name right. It's Paul Della. If I won't say his second name, just in case, privacy wise, I won't say. Oh, that's hot. But I went into Remax anyway. Paul from Remax, and I went in there. And I said, I wanted to buy a place. He showed me around every place that I could imagine. One place we went into, and Paul will remember this, we went in, there was an old guy in there and every wall and the ceiling was painted blue. And Paul just looked at me and thought, yeah, you're not going to want this. Then he took me to the one that I actually ended up buying on Jefferson Street, which was a brand new renovated apartment. Fell in love with it straight away. So Paul, if you're watching, hi, because he moved out of Hoboken, he loved it. And when I bought the place as well, he bought me a little card for Sushi Lounge, and I think it was a $100 card, gift card, just to say thanks for using him. And he's fantastic. He's not in realty anymore, but what a great guy. And that I remember, and I became friends with him, and that's what business should be about. And you know, if you're friendly and you become friends with people, it's all about being nice, isn't it? So Paul, hi, hope you're well. Giovanni's Pizza, that's pretty nice. Then you've got Court Street here, which is a nice little restaurant, that is, Court Street Tavern. Very nice restaurant. Again, not the cheapest prices, but nice food. Far Side Bar back there, which is where you play darts basically every week, and then also there you've got Philly cheesesteaks, which is excellent Philly cheesesteaks there. Don't eat too many of them though, otherwise I mean, I ballooned to 22 stone. I think I'm 16 stone something now, and I was 22 stone when I lived here. That's a lot. Bear Burger. I've not been to that one before. So that bar's Louise and Jerry's. That's one of my locals. I still go in there. I was in there the other night with my mate Damien. Fantastic little bar. Unfortunately, the only thing that's wrong with it is the toilet is that small. I've never been in a toilet so narrow. You can't even turn around in it, it's that narrow. Anyway, there you go, thought I'd share that with you. So right behind this bank that you've just seen there, I think think the bank's actually closed down now, but it's a drive-through ATM, right? A drive-through cash point, so you don't even need to get out of the car and burn calories to get your cash. Now work that one out. A drive-through ATM. I mean, everything's just drive-through, isn't it? Get out and walk, or you'll end up being 22 stone. Right, let's cross over. McDonald's over the road there. Not the best McDonald's, I have to say. I've been in a couple of times. I try and avoid that one. So this bar here is Mad Hatter's. When I originally came over and I put in an offer, I was waiting to hear back from the realtor whether they'd accepted my offer for the apartment. It was called Mile Square, and I was in there and waiting for a call from the realtor, from Paul, and I got the call while I was in there to say they've accepted my offer, and I was overwhelmed, to say the least. And then you've got Black Bear Bar and Grill here, which are known for their wings as well. They've got good wings here at Black Bear Bar and Grill. There we go. That's Black Bear Bar and Grill. Been in there a few times as well. And you've got Johnny Rockets over the road as well. Now here, Brown Harry Stevens, that was To The Pasta, where Danny Aiello used to own. There we go. Great Malaysian place there. Been in there a few times. I always went in at lunchtime because they did a deal basically. You got a really cheap deal and it was great. I think you got 2 dishes for, I can't remember, it was $10 I think or something. And here we go. Carlo's Bakery, a cake boss. Little story about the cake boss. Now I can't verify this information, but I was told, by the way, that it's not great cakes at all. In fact, there's way better. It's just, he lives off the name of the cake boss from the TV series. People in this city don't really go to it. I think it lives off people coming to visit it. Anyway, apparently, and as I say, I can't verify this information, he got pulled over by the police or something. I can't remember what it was for, but he said, "You can't arrest me. I'm the cake boss." I mean, really? If he did, come on. That might not be true, who knows. We've got Basil's Pizza here as well, or Basil's. Here we go. Slice of pizza. Done that many a time when I've come off the PATH train from meeting Martin in the city. We've got the green room here. A little bar here as well, the Wilton House, that you can go into at I think 4 or 5 in the morning or something. It's got weird, strange opening hours. There's always a bar in Hoboken that you can go to literally around the clock. Right, we're going to have a walk down now to the river, show you New York. Look at this car, I love it. Now that is cool. That's a classic car. One of them electric milk floats. Right, here we go. Let's have a walk over, show you the view. Got Lackawanna Terminal there as well, which I've said before in a video, Eric Clapton filmed If I Could Change the World, I think it was, or something. Maybe that might have been the one. He filmed it in there anyway. Look that one up. So here is the view of Manhattan. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you do come to New York, get on the PATH train at 33rd and Broadway. If you're stopping near Times Square, take the PATH over to Hoboken, just hop off and you can get to see this view. It's absolutely amazing. You can also see downtown the financial district as well, which we'll get a shot of in a minute. If you come just before it gets dark, you can see it both at daytime and nighttime. There's lots of chairs here and there's restaurants as well that you can sit outside of here. It really is fantastic. I mean, what a view. All that hustle and bustle and the calmness of Hoboken. That's what I always loved about Hoboken and still love about Hoboken. It's absolutely fantastic. Just look at that view. The Empire State though, isn't it amazing how that just kind of pales into insignificance a little bit now, with all the buildings that are just towering above it now. For me, I still think though my favourite is the Chrysler building, which you can just see there. One of the most beautiful buildings in New York. Anyway, come on. So we're going to have a walk up to Blue Eyes Bar, obviously named after Frank Sinatra, old Blue Eyes. See the statue there as well. I'm going to grab a little drink while I'm there as well with you, because I'm thirsty. It's thirsty work, but I'm really enjoying this, you know, not having to put on the persona of the MacMaster and just you and me, and showing you a place that, you know, I spent a lot of my life in. Wow, that view still gets me all the time. It is kind of a love-hate relationship with Hoboken and Frank Sinatra, as I said, because he didn't say a lot of nice things about it, but back then maybe there wasn't a lot of nice things to say about it. You know, times change and things move on and evolve, and Hoboken is obviously a very different place to what it was back then. Interestingly enough, another little story for you. The bar that I used to go into, Stinky Sullivan's, that's now the O'Bagel place, the owner, or the owner's dad, his wife was a midwife and gave birth, or delivered, not gave birth, delivered Frank Sinatra. So there you go, little story for you. Now, I've not actually been here before. I've just got myself a Diet Coke and some water, and I just fancied a sandwich or a baguette, but everything on here, you know that a Mansfield lad is out of his depth when you can't pronounce half the stuff on the menu. So there we go, and it's yeah, it's probably a little bit too upmarket for a Mansfield lad, to be honest, but there we go. I might just stick with a drink and then go and get a sandwich from somewhere. But what a view. I mean, I guess it's probably lovely food, but it'd be wasted on me, I think, especially on my own. So I'll just have a drink and watch the view for a bit, and then we'll have a walk down and see the financial district part, and then round it up from there. Anyway, it's thirsty work. Maybe you're enjoying this one instead of, you know, the normal MacMaster videos. Let me know in the comment section down below. Right, so I'm gonna have a walk now and just have a look at the financial district over there, and then wind this up. I still didn't have anything to eat yet. I'm gonna have to get a little bite to eat. Feeling a little peckish now, I have to say. Just look at that. Right, so take these glasses off and see the real Lee. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. It's been different. It's not been the MacMaster, it's been me. I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about myself, you know, a lad from Mansfield. and how my journey, how I ended up here in Hoboken, New Jersey for 12 years. Still love the place, always will have a place for it in my heart, but family comes first, and that's why I went back to the UK. I don't share a lot of my family life because I've said before, if you're new to the channel, Sarah doesn't like being on camera and she doesn't like that, etc. And a lot of people say sometimes, oh, you're never with her. Well, I'm actually with her more than you actually think because of the amount of videos that I film. Oh dear, I'm absolutely shattered, I've got to tell you. God blimey. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. The Man Behind The MacMaster. I'm not really like I've had about 15 Red Bulls. It took a while to get you know, comfortable talking to the camera with people around, etc. Have a look back at some of the first ones and you'll see a difference. But I just wanted to share with you basically my background here in Hoboken and a little bit more about me. I hope you've enjoyed it. My mum came over as well. My dad unfortunately had already passed away when I bought the place here, but my mum came over a couple of times and I've got fond memories of that. My ex-wife came over as well. My elder children came over as well. It was a great place and I had some good memories. But things move on and progress. Nothing stays the same, as my mum used to say. So I hope you enjoyed that. It wasn't the normal kind of video. If you did like it, then do hit the subscribe button and click the little bell as well for notifications, etc. Don't worry, the MacMaster will be back. I have to say, I'm feeling absolutely exhausted at the moment. I've filmed a vlog every single day virtually for the last, I think I've missed a couple of days, but for the last year or two, is it, or something? Pop it in the comment section down below. And I think in a few weeks time, I'm gonna, when I get back to the UK, I'm back to the UK next week, I think I may have to take a little break, because I have to say, health wise, I'm absolutely shattered. I'm exhausted, and I love doing this job, and I think I need a bit of a checkup first and a bit of a rest. You know, got to even machines, the MacMaster has to rest. So there we go. Anyway, I'm babbling on because none of this is scripted. What a beautiful, beautiful view though from Hoboken here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, I love each and every one of you. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have to put these glasses back on because it's a bit bright. See you in the next one.